So on the same day of the article, Emma was at school. There were girls at lunch filming her and taking pictures of her and laughing and saying, haha, you can't film us, but we can film you. This went on every period. This went on. This is the mentality of these students at the school. Not all, because there are great students at that school. But this is the riot mentality of the parents that harassed me for weeks on end, that it must be their children. They're taught that. I really don't know, but it was unacceptable. I said, Emma, just let it go, be the bigger person, go through your, do you want me to come get you? She said no, until she got to her Spanish 1 class. Her Spanish 1 class teacher called her up in the front of the classroom and said, do you have a camera on you? Emma said no, and my phone is in my book bag. She said, I'm going to pat you down to make sure because I don't want to get fired. She patted Emma down from head to toe in front of the class, was not outside in the hallway, was not done in the office, and she patted her down from head to toe. She then said to Emma, you may not like me and students may not like me, but I don't want you to go on your blog and say that I'm a horrible teacher so I get fired. Emma said, okay, I wouldn't, and she proceeded to pat Emma down a second time. Emma texted me crying. I left. We were at the store dealing with the hurricane that was coming. Mark and I flew back to the school, called the police, had the police come out, which they didn't send any officers out because the sheriff's office was already there, which are actual real officers, the SRO officers. And I told them that I did not want to deal with the SRO officers that were at the school because of the previous situation of being cornered in an office during the meeting. So they sent other SRO officers. After we sat there for 3 hours, they finally came out and met with us. He had Emma fill out a report and then walked out of the room to go talk with the superintendent, principal, and the teacher, I'm assuming. I really don't know. Again, my opinion, and I have the right to it. We walked out after sitting there for 4 hours, pretty much. And we left because we had to get Ellie as well. We had to have a friend pick up Ellie. So at that time, the teacher had the choice to quit or to be fired. Of course, the teacher chose to quit. We then told the officer we wanted to prosecute charges, whether it was battery or assault, and we wanted, basically to move forward with the proceedings and legal matters. Thank you to the Tampa Bay News for putting this out there and making it one-sided and causing my daughter to be assaulted by a teacher. I appreciate the one-sided news article.
Right. And for letting them know where we went to school.
Yes.
Where we live, our names, our dress.
Yes.
Just pretty much everything.
So I will also say that in the article, it linked our county, the schools, our names, everything. I received over 9,000 private messages from you guys saying that, oh my God, I don't know if you know this is out there, but here's this. And of course we knew, and I didn't reply to anybody, so I apologize about that. It was just, everything is kind of still wrapped up in legal, and we're only discussing what we can discuss, but we did get those messages and we knew. And so because of this boy creating this issue, and then these parents creating another issue, and then the news creating another issue, everyone knows where we live. If you want to talk about safety and security, they're the ones that caused it, not us. No one knew, besides the people that knew because of going to the school.
You just opened it up to how many people that live around here?
People knew that we lived in Florida and we lived near Clearwater. That's it. That is it. So to the parents that were upset that we live in the community and the HOA and we were gonna be the security issue and they're a great community and I'm jeopardizing their community and all this and that and all this, these postings, no one knew where we lived. No one knew who we were. No one. But thank you very much for putting it out there. So we appreciate that. So then a girl that was quoted in the article, we happened to find her Instagram and clicked on message. We clicked on message to see if she had ever messaged us, and she did. She was a fan of our channel for years. and watched our videos and loved us. Very upset that we have not talked about this on camera, and we have not talked about her because she was the one quoted in the article. Every time someone does something, they have other intentions. Her other intentions were she wanted us to get on a video and a vlog and talk about her. Her name isn't going to be out there because I've clearly removed her name. But the point is that this girl specifically messaged Emma on Instagram and said she was disappointed that we have not discussed this and apologized to her on camera. So then the news, then you'll see the news clips. Well, I'll play some of the news clips where we were actually on the TV news.
County School District is considering a plan that would outlaw taking pictures or recording video on school property. Fail to listen and you could get kicked off school grounds. Now, at the center of this new proposal is a viral YouTube family. A video tour of a school got them 1 million views in just 24 hours. Then, parents started calling with worries the wrong person could get a full layout of the school through these videos.
I think it makes sense. I'm sorry to say it. I know that we're living in a different age right now where everything's like, okay, yeah, throw it on, throw it over, throw it out there, overshare, whatever. But, no.
The DeLucio family, which runs the YouTube page, says they do plan on taking legal action. On Tuesday, the school board will hold a public hearing.
Tomorrow, we expect to get
Fox 13 News. A YouTube post of a school tour is prompting changes when it comes to what you can record inside Pasco County schools. District leaders say a family shared their tour of a school with 1 million followers last month, and that sparked some concerns about safety. And now the school board is considering changing the policy for visitors so no one would be allowed to record students inside school buildings without their permission.
Certainly, in this day and age, we don't want anyone to have any kind of information about where things are located, where specific classrooms are, exits. Those are protected under Florida law.
Now, this change they're talking about wouldn't affect school events such as performances or sports and games. The school board votes on that proposal October 1st, and if they approve it, it will take effect immediately.
Okay. And there was the school basically said that they were going to not allow any parent, visitor, grandparent, student, whatever. They were changing their policy to not allow any filming, any recording at any sports activities, after school activities. Like basically they were going to make the entire county video and photo free if it pertained to school. Anything that pertained to school. So that wasn't just our high school now. This was every elementary in the county, every high school in the county, and it created a major uproar with parents. Parents were like, nope, not gonna happen. Oh, I don't think so. And everybody started getting a taste of what we felt.
Right.
And the legal argument became that if you were going to pass a policy that said Emma and Ellie's family cannot film anything, it would be discrimination. Because you can't make a policy based on someone's social following that we're not allowed, right, to post. A good example is all the kids at this high school that are trying to become TikTok famous that I have on my phone saved and on my computer that went viral. And I mean viral, not 188,000 views on our video. They went viral. And they filmed in a locker room, which actually is illegal. There are many, many, many things that go into this, and that's why we've been silent for 2 months. There are students that post Snapchats in classrooms, which is against the school policy. There are students that film TikToks in the hallways, against the school policy. There are parents that I have screenshotted. They have filmed at the football games, right? And Emma was in them. They didn't get my permission.
No, mine either.
But they posted it on their public Instagram page, their public Facebook pages. See what I mean? Do you understand where I'm coming with this? We don't do anything different than any other family, which all of the kids at school are searching for a bigger following.
Right.
That's why they try. That's why these kids have made TikToks using Emma in some of their TikToks. Make me TikTok famous. Make me more famous than her. All of these things, these kids want to be famous. And it's not a bad thing. Like, I get it. That's the power of social media. But you can't make a policy for one person and enforce us to follow it when no one else does. And again, there is no policy when all of this happened. So the school board decided they were going to add this policy and they were going to have this meeting. We decided to go to the school board meeting because we thought it was going to be an uproar. Everybody was angry. Everybody was mad that it blew up on Facebook. And
the news even came by and asked us if we wanted to interview before it.
Yes. Multiple news channels have came here. And we said, no, we're going to wait till the school board meeting and we want to hear what everyone has to say. We went, nobody showed up. Nobody cared. Not a single person cared.
Why?
Because they thought the policy was going to only apply to us. They thought it was only going to apply to us. Many parents were on there commenting, let them make a new policy. Don't let them film. I don't want my kids on their YouTube channel. I don't want my kids making money I don't want them making money off my kids. The policy was for everyone. And there were some smart people on there that figured it out. And they're like, honey, listen, Linda. This is for everyone. This isn't just for Emma and Ellie's family. And then there was like, oh, what? No, they can't do that. Exactly. So, point being, we went to the school board policy. They actually changed their policy. They only changed their policy to be voted on for during school hours. Which we didn't do. We didn't film during school hours. School wasn't even in session. We didn't film during school hours, and we don't ever plan to film during school hours. We plan to film football games, like homecoming. Whether there's a parent showdown or not, because we've been threatened. We plan to film football games, soccer, anything, because that's what we have the right to do, because there is no policy now. The policy that was put in place is for inside the school and school hours.
The other point is all this mess.
Yes.
For that one rule.
For one little policy that isn't followed anyways, because kids are still Snapchatting, kids are still making TikToks.
That don't make sense.
Kids are still taking pictures with each other. They are still filming YouTube videos on the school district and school website. And they have given tours. They did a high school graduation where they toured Ellie's school and walked down every single hallway, went in every classroom. Same thing we did. So, yes.
All that wasted taxpayer
Yes.
money.
All that anger, all that time, all this issue for nothing.
Nothing.
And for a policy that isn't going to be enforced because it isn't enforced now. Because that policy was already in place for the students. It's in the student handbook. It is in the student handbook that you can't film in locker rooms and changing rooms and football rooms and cheer locker rooms. And there is a policy. It's been in place. And we also put up the video about Emma being accused of cheating on a test. There has been multiple things that has happened because of this issue. We thought maybe if we just kept low and stayed out of it, it would go back to normal. And it hasn't, because the community here can't let it go. And the community here, some people, have this cult-like mentality. I call them the plastics. People that think they're bigger than they are. I don't have time for those people, nor do I want to associate with those people, and I don't have anything for them. What it has done for me personally is created an uncomfortable living environment to where I go to Target and I film and I don't know if people are staring at me because they hate me. They're staring at me because they know who we are and they want a picture. They're staring at me because they just know who we are. It's very uncomfortable. So that is why we haven't gone anywhere. Not that these people are winning. I'm just biding my time. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to be out of this hateful community. There have been middle school teachers on Facebook posts talking about egging our cars.
Grown-ups.
Teachers. teachers, like I could go on for 10 videos and tell you the mentality of this community. They have also shunned us that we live in their community and we have to make videos to afford this community. We moved from a county that was 3 times the amount to live there. We saved money living here. So, and it was our choice. It was our choice. We chose this because people told us it was a good school. And come to find out from just going to football games and listening how the student body speaks about each other. Listening to the student body make fun of the people in band. Listen to the kids and how they torment other people. And how they film my daughter and take pictures. How they film and take pictures of us and laugh about it. It's sad. It's sad that this generation is our next generation.
Yeah, because if we'd done that to them, they would be highly butthurt.
Yes.
If I walked into that football game and just filmed the stands and, you know, had jokes to say about Johnny sitting there picking his nose or whatever, right, they would be seriously butthurt. But it's okay for these people to do it. I mean, I didn't enjoy the football game we went to because I couldn't get the sounds of the way these kids talked in the stand.
So, you know, this will explain why we're moving.
Do we enjoy moving? Heck
no.
Do we want to pick our kids up and move to another school? Heck no. But the sad part is our kids don't care.
No. They want to move. They do not want to live here. Emma has made very good friends with the cheer girls. The cheer girls are amazing. Kylie, her friends, Jordan, she's made really good friends. But you all know Emma. Emma's never been willing to give up friends to move, and Emma is willing to extend the friendships long distance because she wants out. And I don't blame her. Our kid was assaulted or battered, whatever you want to call it, physically touched by a teacher.
Tormented.
Yes, harassed by a teacher. Physically embarrassed by a teacher. Mentally embarrassed, being accused of cheating.
In front of everybody.
Yes. So, it just doesn't stop. There's many other things, and just know that this is the brunt of it. This is the main important things. This is the main story we wanted to get across. They're family vloggers, and we are blessed enough to do it as a job. We are blessed for the opportunity to share our lives and give our kids the best opportunities in life. We're blessed. And thank you to all of you for being a part of our lives for 4.5 years now. It's been amazing. It's been fun. We don't plan to end anytime soon. We plan to move to bigger and better things. I'm not talking about a house, I'm talking about things in life. This was a setback. It was sad. Depression kind of set in for me. I ended up sick for 2 weeks because I stressed out about it so much. There was a lot going on. I felt bad for my kids. I contemplated our lives. We sat down with the girls and they didn't want to give up anything. They didn't want to give up YouTube. They didn't want to give up anything. They want their lives to stay the way they were, and they just want to move. And Emma was given the opportunity to homeschool. Emma was given the opportunity to move, to go back to her school. And as of right now, she chose to finish out her school till we move, but she does not want to go back to that school. I am sorry for the people that felt that it was a security risk and truly did possibly think that this was an issue. But I'm not sorry for not doing anything wrong. And I will never, ever be sorry for having my children's back. Never. And I fought this fight, and I argued this fight, and we're making this video for our children. So thank you guys for being there and understanding, and thank you for being supportive to our kids. Thank you for being a part of our lives, and we will see you guys tomorrow back with another video. Bye.